Hi guys, and welcome to another video. And in this video I will be comparing the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus against the Teufel Rockster Cross. And I'm gonna start off with a 1v1 at lower volumes, then I'm gonna do a 1v1 at 100% volume, and then I'm gonna do a 2v2 at lower volumes and a 2v2 at maximum volume. So that's the plan of this video. Yeah, very nice forest I'm currently in, or mini forest. I'd say it's quite close to the city, but I think there shouldn't be too much wind, but I can't put too much distance between me and the speakers, so it's this is basically mainly gonna be a test towards the closer ranges of the sound of the speakers, I guess. I will only use no copyright song tracks this time around that I have used for in all my other videos, but I'm planning to mix it up in the future with other tracks like rock, for example, or like general pop music. It's just the easiest to get your hands on no copyright sound tracks, I think, but of course those other tracks shouldn't really be a problem. But yeah, because I've realized more and more lately that a lot of speakers are really track dependent. That what that means is that they perform better with certain types of genres. For example, I'd say that the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus performs quite well on all genres, whilst the Teufel Rockster Cross performs better with older songs and rock, the rock genre, and so on. I don't know what kind of bird that is in the background, but we'll see if the speakers can drown them out. That'll be interesting to see. Yeah, there's a pathway here next to the speaker, so hopefully nobody will come, but you know, that's not me to decide on. So we're gonna start off with the Motion Boom Plus, playing around, and it will have a custom EQ. I'll put it in the link down below whenever I have time. And the Teufel Rockster Cross is playing with this indoor mode, which doesn't get treble, that extra treble. I might add that on later because it kind of helps outdoors. So yeah, that's it. I'm actually gonna check the EQ, so I had the right EQ on the Anker Soundcore, because it's not always. Oh, I didn't even have the custom one on. Let's see here. Is this the one? I think that's the one. Okay, yeah, I'm using the right EQ. Of course, this EQ, I've not experimented super much with it, with the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. I'm just gonna call it Boom Plus at this point, it's too long of a name. But so the EQ might not be the best. There might be a better one out there. So yeah, let's begin with the Boom Plus. Around 35% volume.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us. And love is all we
I'm playing around a bit above 50% on the Teufel Rockster, because it generally plays not as loud at lower volumes as the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus.
till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Boom Plus.
Wastelands through the highways. And on we'll
Rockster Cross. Boom Plus.
finding life along the way. Melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest.
Rockster Cross.
Around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And
Boom plus.
you go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Rockster Cross. Let's go off axis and up the volume a bit. Still the Rockster Cross playing. Boom plus playing. Rockster Cross. Boom plus. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to a louder, or play with the, yeah, I guess maximum volume, because it's gonna be a really long video if I do at 40 and then like 60-70% and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to see here. Is that a good song? I'm gonna far away. Nope. Gotta find the good song. Let's use something. No. That's a classic one. Yes, it's the Boom Plus that's playing right now. Actually, now that I go anything forward, you guys probably also hear that the Boom Plus is much brighter than the Rockster Cross. It's probably because of the Boom Plus's EQ in the app. So I'm gonna turn on the outdoor mode for the Teufel Rockster, so they get, I guess, more comparable. Yeah, even though it doesn't sound as good indoors, I believe. So be right back. Okay, now the Rockster Cross has its outdoor mode and should be more comparable and give it some more airiness outdoors. So let's continue with the maximum volume test, and it's the Boom Plus that's beginning. Maximum volume. Teufel Rockster Cross, maximum volume. Boom Plus. Rockster Cross. Boom Plus. Rockster Cross. Boom Plus. Let's do another song and then let's go on Axis. It's Boom Plus that's playing now. Rockster Cross play now. Boom Plus. Let's go forward in the song a bit. Rockster Cross playing. I'm gonna lower the volume on the Rockster Cross because it feels a bit tight or pressured at the maximum volume, and I'm gonna turn down the volume as well for the Boom Plus. There we are. We're about 80% on the Boom Plus and 90 on the Rockster Cross, and this is the Boom Plus playing. Oh, it's a Rockster Cross. Yeah. Skipping forward a bit. Boom Plus playing. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it there. And let's go to the 2v2 comparison instead. So be right back once more. Yeah, and now I'm ready for the 2v2. I've done a couple of changes now. Now there are two Boom Pluses and there are two at Rockster Cross. And of course the Boom Plus, or the two of them, they can play in stereo. But I'm using their so-called party cast function, which means you can pair up to 1,000 Bluetooth speakers or something crazy like that. Whilst the Teufel Rockster Cross, you can pair two of them and they do not play in stereo when you're using that function. But the Boom Pluses can play in stereo. Okay, hopefully that clarified everything. I'm gonna angle one of the Boom Plus a bit more to the camera so it gets a bit fairer. Be right back once more. Okay, now I angled it a bit. I think that should be a bit fairer, I believe. I'll put more here. Yeah, that's better. And you can see, if you hopefully you can notice that both the Rockster Crosses are tilted upwards, but because they're in moss right now, really soft moss, and it was kind of pointing downwards when I did the 1v1 test, and it didn't sound as open as I usually, as it seems to be, usually for me at least. So I'm gonna see here how they fare now, and I guess we'll begin with the crosses, and yeah. Let's see here. It should be playing. There we go. Around 40% on the Rockster Cross, or crosses, whatever. Of course, I can split them more apart, but I don't really have the space right here to do it. That's something you would like to see, leave a comment. Because of course you can split the speakers further away from each other. these are the Boom Plus speakers now. Also around 40% now. Yeah, I guess there was some wind here. I'm gonna up the volume slightly, so let's go to, I guess, more 45% on both. Rockster cross playing. Boom Plus. Rockster crosses. Boom Pluses. Yeah, and I'm gonna hold there. I'm gonna go off axis, then go back to main axis with maximum volume and see what happens then. Okay, let's see here. Let's put on a good song. We have that. These are the Motion Boom Plus playing at maximum percent. Teufel Rockster crosses playing maximum volume. Boom Plus playing. Rockster cross playing. Boom Plus.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. Let the boy but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for critic, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was.
Rockster cross playing.
I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. Blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I'm
Boom Plus.
and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, it's saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm a new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song?
Let's go on axis.
Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like
Rockster cross playing.
mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
Boom Plus.
I'm going mainstream.
cross playing. Whoa, 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 that was really interesting. It sounded way better than when one single Teufel Rockster cross-played. So I think it actually had to do with the angling of the speaker itself. So now they're angled upwards. So I'm just gonna do a 1v1 quickly and see if it actually is, if that was the case. So be right back once more. I'm back, I'm gonna play exact same song and now it's a 1v1 instead. So let's play that song again. This is the Teufel Rockster cross playing. Let's go more in the middle, I guess. Boom plus playing. Rockster cross playing. Boom plus. Rockster cross.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my.
Boom plus.
And now I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's. I think we have our answer. We have a conclusion. So let's go and do a summary. So what is the conclusion of this video? Well, as the outdoor comparison goes, I think it's quite clear actually this time around. So let's just weigh the features against each other. You compare multiple motion boom pluses. They have USB-C, which is very convenient. They have both a USB out, so you can charge your own devices. They both have an aux jack. They both have a strap that's really convenient. The Boom Plus have a handle, whilst the Rockster Crosses, they have like a handle at the side, which is not as convenient. The Boom Pluses are fully waterproofed and can float in water. The Rockster Cross are also waterproof, but only you cannot submerge them in water. They're IPX5, whilst the Boom Plus is IPX7. Anything more? Yeah, I guess we can go right into sound quality. At first, in the 1v1, it was not even close. I will tell you, from my perspective listening, the Rockster Cross sounded muffled. That didn't sound good at all. So that's why I turned on the outdoor mode, because I thought that I usually use that mode, so that might have changed the sound signature. It didn't help too much actually, and the Boom Plus just walked over it. But when I angled them up and it was the 2v2, it was actually quite close between both. There are some notable things that I want to point out. Bass-wise, the Rockster Cross has a really upper bass sound, so it doesn't have a deep bass. Whilst you can actually, there's a noticeable amount of deep bass when it comes to the Boom Plus. And when you pair two, it amplifies that. But when going off axis, when I did the 2v2, I think the mids and the highs sounded better on the Rockster Crosses, and I think it has to do with the angling of the tweeters at the sides here. because I think I got more of a mid-range, whilst you get kind of it kind of loses a lot of its mid-range, the Boom Plus, and it only retains a little bit of its highs, whilst the mid gets lost. But of course the bass was plenty and it felt really good. Then I did the 1v1 at the end with angling both of them directly in front of me and the microphones at the phone. And the Motion Boom Plus on axis, I think, wins quite noticeably, at least in 100% volume. And at lower volumes, I think the Boom Plus also wins because it's way more dynamic sound. You have the EQ, so you can always change the sound. I think I need to change this EQ. I think it's way too bright compared to all speakers in general, and it kind of hurts your ears after a while. So I'm gonna do that. But I've tried to make the mids sound good on the Boom Plus, but I can't really actually make them sound as good as I would like. I think it sounds really good, and I think indoors at lower volumes, I think it sounds better than the Rockster Cross. But I wish the mid sounded a bit better. Actually, I think that's something I wanted to improve. I don't know, they feel kind of hollow. There isn't that warmth to it as the Rockster Cross here has. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything else to point out. I guess the general conclusion is that the Rockster Cross, even though it got pretty good mids, I'd say, and decent sound in general, it doesn't hold up now in 2023. I think there are now better alternatives for sure, even though this definitely still have a place, because I think it's still a better choice than, for example, the Extreme 3. And loudness wise, I don't think that's huge difference. I mean, it's noticeable, but it's not huge. I think of course the Boom Pluses are a bit louder, but not huge amounts more. So that's it. Maybe this video is too long, maybe I've talked too much, who knows, we'll see. But hopefully you got something out of this one, and yeah, see you in the next one, I guess. Cheers.